Hi guys, I'm Gineerbens and welcome sa aking YouTube channel. This channel creates video tutorial and building construction related videos. And in this episode, we have building construction video coming up. In this episode ay mag-react po tayo dun sa vlog ni Slater Young kasi ang vlog niya is he's talking about how to save money sa construction. So basically, it catches my attention kasi nga yung niche natin is all about sa bahay. Wow. So somehow nakakatulong siya and he has the great ideas at gusto kong i-cover sa aking vlog, parang i-add on at magdagdag na lang tayo ng ating input kasi maganda yung content niya. So napaisip ako na mag-react tayo kasi on trend naman yung mag-react doon sa isang vlogger. So let's just say, a civil engineer react to a civil engineer. Wow! Parang gano'n ang peg. So for this vlog, mag-react po tayo doon sa kanyang in-upload na video. By the way, meron siyang 5 tips na binigay. And then somehow, kasi parang random lang yung mga tips niya, let's just organize this one from the design to procurement. Kasi para ma-visualize natin ang flow ng ating trabaho. So yung number 1 niya is look for different suppliers. Number 2 is go through with every line of their quotation. Number 3 is make sure everything in writing. Number 4 is the design will influence the overall cost of the house. And number 5 is make sure to hire professionals. So let me just organize this one and let's begin with point number 5.
Make sure to hire proper professionals. Hire architects, engineers, plumbers, electricians. Make sure they are professional and trustworthy.
Okay, I would agree for that. Make sure to hire professionals. Make sure guys that you are dealing with the right person. Yun nga yung sinasabi ko, if you remember sa aking video sa Arawan at Pakyawan, make sure to deal with right professional. Like for example, kung architectural work ang scope, deal with architect. If structural ang work, deal with the structural engineer or civil engineer. If electrical ang work, deal with the electrical engineer or mga professionals na naaayon talaga sa scope na yon. Huwag kayong maging kampante dun sa mga tao na sinasabi nila na they also have an exposure, they also have an expertise for that one, pero hindi naman sila mga professionals for that scope. So, to avoid yung mga problema sooner or later, deal with the professionals because they know exactly kung ano yung mga pangangailangan nun. And also, that professional is liable dun sa kanyang mga pinirmahan, dun sa kanyang mga trabaho na binigay sa'yo. You have the guarantee na after that work, mababalikan mo siya. So, yan. That's number 5 and I'll make it at number 1. So, let's have next.
Last few tips, guys. The design of the house will most likely influence the cost a lot. Minimalist design will be cheaper. So, may part ka na isi-splurge, but may part ka rin na isi-save. So, at least may mga good quality products ka.
Okay. So, ginawa ko siyang number 2 guys kasi basically after hiring the professionals, then you will decide kung ano yung mga designs na dapat mong gawin sa bahay mo. So, ngayon sa sinabi ni Engineer Slater na meron kang dapat part sa bahay mo na pwede mong i-splurge and meron ka ding mga dapat i-save. So, totoo po yan. For example, you have that favorite part of your house and then gusto mo siya talagang bonggang-bongga and then parang highlight kasi yun yung portion na talagang for sure makikita mo pa lang yung area na yun is mahahappy ka na. See, for example, mahilig kang magluto, syempre parang mas mag-invest ka doon sa mga portions doon sa kitchen mo na talagang maganda siya na as in, pag napunta ka doon, parang gusto mong mag-stay doon sa area na yon. So, depende sa'yo, depende sa tao. Kasi there are people na ganun yung magiging approach nila. They splurge on the area that they are fan of. Gusto mong magtambay, you have that library sa bahay mo, pwede mong pagandahin yan, bigyan mo ng talagang bonggang-bonggang setup, or pwede mong i-lessen yung mga budget ng mga area na medyo hindi naman exposed sa mga tao, sa mga visitors. So, depende sa'yo kasi meron ding ibang tao na balance ang design. Gusto nila yung neutral na bongga lahat. Hindi bongga lahat. Parang ganun yung approach nila. And then, okay din yung sinabi niya na, syempre, it's directly proportional. Kung maganda talaga yung design mo, of course, talagang mahal. Pero kung mag-settle ka doon sa medyo average yung design niya, medyo average din yung gastos mo. Pero kung gusto mong makasave, doon ka na sa minimal design na makikater naman ang pangangailangan. Next.
We are going to be talking about how to save money on your home project, whether it's renovation or whether it's a new house or whatever usual construction things that goes on in your house. Our topic for today is how we can save money on your next project. So to keep it simple, para lang yung bumibili tayo ng cellphone. Diba, usually when we are trying to buy a cell phone, we look for different suppliers. So tip number 1 is look for different suppliers.
Look for different suppliers. So sa tip number 1 niya is look for different suppliers. I agree for that. Kasi talagang mas makakasave ka pag you will have your different suppliers. Pero idagdag ko na lang itong mga points na to. So given na yung you have multiple suppliers na magsusupply doon sa mga materials mo, so given na makaka-discount ka, talagang sure na yan. Yun nga yung sabi sa Republic Act 9184, yung Procurement Act natin, na kung sino yung pinaka-cheap na nakikater naman without compromising the quality of the material, yun na yung pipiliin natin sa ating mga supplier. So in the same way, ganun din yung mangyayari kung meron tayong maraming supplier. Makakapili tayo sa kanila kung alin sa kanila yung nagbibigay sa atin ng magandang quality ng materials at the same time nakakamura tayo. So speaking of quality of materials, so dahil meron kang multiple suppliers, makaka-check ka kung ano talaga yung standard, kung ano talaga yung pangangailangan ng materialis mo. Kasi dapat mag-maintain ka dun sa mga standard materials. You have to check the specifications of materials as always para you will be guaranteed na yung mga materials na pinoprovide sa'yo or yung mga kino-quote sa'yo is yun yung kailangan mo. At yun yung mga standard na dapat gagamitin sa construction. So yan, yung quality of materials, hindi ma-compromise. And in addition to this point is, kung marami kang suppliers sa mga construction materials mo, you can actually select kung ano yung pinaka-convenient sa area mo. Kasi in the real scenario sa construction is, hindi lahat ng mga ordered material madi-deliver sa'yo in one delivery. Most likely by batch yan, by phase or whatever yung mga ways nila. Pero definitely, especially kung maraming materials ang kailangan mo, by batches or by phase or ganun yung mga delivery nila. So by that, kung makakita ka ng supplier na medyo mas malapit sa area mo, in your construction area, much better. Kasi kung project ang pag-uusapan natin dito, ay ang kalaban natin ay ang time. Kailangan natin matapos ang project on the specified schedule. So much better kung makadeliver yung supplier mo ng mga materials dun sa area mo at the very short time para mas madali at mabilis yung trabaho mo. Ayan, so let's proceed.
So dito sa Skypod, I would confidently say that we were able to save about 10 to 20% siguro on just that tip alone. The second tip, tingnan natin yung every line of their quotation. So meron talagang mga suppliers out there that try to hide things in their quote and then charge you after, which is what happened to us dito sa Skypod when it comes to our pool.
Okay, yung number 2 naman, go through with every line of their quotation. Actually, somehow, dahil nga sa dami ng mga quotations na marireceive mo, or kung meron ka mga sources na for your material supplier, medyo disadvantage na rin siya somehow. Kasi you're going to compare the quotations, you have to go through one by one of that items. Kasi to verify kung anong klaseng materials, bakit siya mura, bakit siya mahal. And then, if you have so much suppliers, and then marami ka rin iti-check. So basically, I would consider this one also as disadvantage kasi it will consume your time to check and verify the items na doon sa kanilang mga quotations. Pero, The good thing about this one is, once ma-check and verify mo rin siya, meron kang assurance. So, that's a good thing about it kung na-check mo siya one by one. And then, let's proceed.
And along those lines, make sure you have everything in writing. To make sure everything is in writing, everything is pirmado. Don't trust yung mga usap-usapan lang or handshake deals.
Yes. Yes, I would agree also for this item. Make sure everything in writing. Ganun talaga guys pag nasa construction ko. Make sure everything is in writing. Do not rely on mga verbal agreement, yung mga okay, sige, papadalhan kita, okay, agree, yung mga specifications, papalitan natin. Make sure always that you are in writing. Black and white. Should always be naka black and white siya. Kasi pag nasa construction, ang daming drama. Akala nyo sa pelikula yung drama. Pagdating sa construction, ang daming drama. Lalong-lalo na pag nadidelay na yung project. Ay nako, wag na kayong mag-ano dahil babalikan at babalikan yung mga emails, babalikan at babalikan yung mga conversations na ito, nagsabi ka na mga ganyan, na mga ganyan. So, kung meron kang meron kang ebidensya na mai-present during the claim, much better. Kaya I would advise talaga na do it in writing, especially yung mga important na mga agreement. And then,
At syempre guys, it's not all about quotations and everything. There are decisions on your part that will make the house be more economical in the long term. LED lights last a lot longer and save you electricity. So although it's more expensive, sa first spend mo, it's a lot cheaper in the long run.
definitely I agree on this item. So, quality, wag mong i-compromise yung quality ng mga materials mo. Especially yung choice ng materials mo. You have to make sure na andun yung quality. Kasi, tsaka dapat, yung paningin mo sa design ng house mo is long term. Hindi, okay, nakaka-save ka ngayon. Yun nga yung sabi ni engineer na nakaka-save ka ngayon pero in the long run, mapapamahal ka naman. Whereas, kung spend ka ngayon ng isang item for that cost, then later on, in the long run, makaka-save ka naman. So, do it kasi bahay mo yan, ikaw din naman magbabayad ng mga bill. Yun nga yung sample niya sa cellphone. Parang ganun lang din na pag bibili ka ng cellphone, tapos yung cellphone na bibilhin mo is, tapos medyo mababa yung quality mo, nakaka-save ka nga for now, pero magagamit mo naman siya in a short period of time and then bibili ka naman ng bago. Pero kung bibili ka ng medyo maganda yung quality ng phone na bibilihin mo, and then it will last long. Tapos bibili ka ng cellphone pag masira na yung cellphone na gamit mo. So yun yung parang difference. The same way goes sa bahay mo na spend the right amount dun sa item na maganda din yung quality. Kasi in the long run, hindi ka naman mag-change always on that specific item. So guys, yun lang yung binigay ni Engr Slater sa atin na 5 tips para makasave tayo ng pera sa pagpapagawa ng ating mga projects, sa ating mga bahay. So mag-a-add lang ako ng some points para madagdagan natin yung information para mas lalo tayo makasave sa pagpapagawa ng ating mga project or ng ating mga bahay. Unang-una is participate in all stages of planning. So lahat ng stages sa pagpaplano ng bahay mo dapat andyan ka. Huwag mong i-rely as always doon sa mga technical people. Dapat ikaw mismo na owner, you have to involve yourself kasi makakatulong yan dun sa project, dun sa design na gusto mong mangyari sa project mo. So, you have to make sure na always ka present during sa planning stages. Number 2 is set a budget and stick to it. Ito ang tatandaan po natin na kung tayo ay magkakaroon ng isang project, kung merong budget na ang project na yon, as much as possible, stick to that budget. Do whatever you can do para yun lang dapat yung pera na ma-release mo dun sa budget na yon. So, i-program mo na yung mind mo na whatever budget, you have to stick on that budget. Huwag kang mag-overspend. Number 3 is follow the standards as much as possible. So, ito ay pinaka-importante na dapat follow standards. Huwag kang mag-substandard. dapat kung ano yung mga kailangan gawin, dapat kung ano yung mga dapat bilhin mo. Say for example, bibili ka ng plywood na marine ang kailangan, bumili ka lang ng ordinary na plywood. So anong mangyayari? Mas mabilis, mas madaling masira, mababasa lang yung ordinary na plywood, ilang araw, wala na. Kung kailangan ng marine, bilhin mo ang marine. Kung kailangan ng ordinary plywood on that activity, ordinary plywood ang gagamitin mo. So, follow always dun sa mga standards na dapat gawin. And then number 4 is constant monitoring of key data. So, as always, dapat may monitoring ka. May monitoring ka sa progress, may monitoring ka sa budget, may monitoring ka in everything. Para hindi ka mawala. Hindi ka mawawala sa budget, sa time schedule. Dapat naka-record yung mga data mo. And then number 5 is buy your own material, maximize what is available. So very self-explanatory. Kung meron kang mga available materials for that specific work, yun ang gagamitin mo. Huwag ka nang bumili pa ng panibagong materials for what? Kung meron ka namang gagamitin, di ba? So, i-maximize mo yung mga materials na meron ka. So, yun yung mga gusto kong i-share sa inyo para you will have that idea kung paano makasave tayo sa ating mga project. So, I hope guys that you learned something out from this video and thank you, mega shoutout kay Engr Slater kahit alam ko hindi niya ako makapansin. So, anyhow, thank you very much guys for watching this video and I hope that you learned something out from this video. If you do, please do consider subscribing my channel, hit the notification bell para ma-update kayo sa aking mga susunod na mga video. So, I guess that's it for this vlog and have a great day and God bless!